Psalm 48 opens with praise. Great is the Lord, and greatly to be praised in the city of our God, in the mountain of his holiness. Psalm 48, verse 1. The word great describes God's nature. He is great in power, in wisdom, and in holiness. The phrase, greatly to be praised, emphasizes the response God deserves. His greatness demands praise. This phrase is not optional. In the city of our God locates where this praise occurs. The city of Jerusalem holds a unique place in God's plan. God chose Jerusalem as the place where his name would dwell. Deuteronomy 12, verse 5. In the mountain of his holiness refers to Mount Zion. The phrase of his holiness marks Zion as set apart. God's presence makes the city holy. The mountain is not holy because of its height or beauty, but because of God's presence. This verse establishes that God is great and deserves our praise. These truths lead to praise and make worship possible. Verse 2 describes the city. Beautiful for situation. The joy of the whole earth is Mount Zion on the sides of the north, the city of the great King. Psalm 48, verse 2. Beautiful for situation speaks of Jerusalem's physical location. The city sits on elevated ground. Its position provides a natural defense. But the city's beauty goes beyond geography. Jerusalem's beauty comes from God's presence. The phrase, the joy of the whole earth, expands the significance. Jerusalem is not just Israel's joy. The whole earth finds joy in Zion. Mount Zion, on the sides of the north, identifies the location. The phrase, on the sides of the north, may refer to the northern part of Jerusalem, where the temple stood. The psalmist declares that the true God dwells in Zion. The city of the great King gives Jerusalem its ultimate identity. This great King is God himself. Jerusalem belongs to him, and he rules from there. This title, Great King, appears throughout Scripture. Malachi writes, "For I am a great king, saith the Lord of hosts, and my name is dreadful among the heathen." Malachi 1 verse 14. God's kingship extends over all nations. Verse 3 reveals God's protection. God is known in her palaces for a refuge. Psalm 48 verse 3. The phrase God is known shows revelation. God has made himself known. This knowledge comes through experience. Jerusalem has witnessed God's deliverance. The expression in her palaces refers to the buildings of Jerusalem. These structures represent human strength and defense, but God's presence surpasses these defenses. For a refuge describes what God provides. A refuge is a place of safety. God himself becomes their protection. The psalmist does not trust in walls or armies, but in God. This truth appears throughout the Psalms. These three verses establish Jerusalem's significance. The city matters because God dwells there. Jerusalem stands secure because God protects it, and everything flows from God's presence. Remove God, and Jerusalem becomes just another city. But with God in the city, Jerusalem becomes the city of the great King.